It's Madden NFL 23. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. You can't ask for much more than his last game.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Giants! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent we're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. to the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense. Now a play fake here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes, and that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 16, Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
The kick by pass is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Chiefs at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They fake the give, now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Balin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it 14-10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Wide open receiver, complete. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. A quick throw, knocked away.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
And again, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bailey. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. So here are the Chiefs to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. The thing that they'll be looking at is
after review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Finding space at the 40. Inside the 20. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Bailey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? That's caught at the 2. Touchdown! A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. They're going to try and run. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And we've got a dandy here, a 1-point game as we begin the 4th. From the 31, Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bailey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bailey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time. Mahomes now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Oh, good move. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Herbert on first down now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Mahomes going to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Hands it off out of the gun. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He'll buy, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Down right around the 25. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Well, usually when you get a right-footed kicker on the right hash, his goal is to draw the ball back to the middle. But this time, it doesn't move at all. It ends up missing off to the right.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done.